Hey guys, in today's video we're going to talk about Yamoshi, the first goddess of Saiyans. Yamoshi will return but in a different form to help Goku and his friends save the Earth from a terrible enemy. But for Goku to find new information about Yamoshi, we will need Shenron's help again, and you will see this amazing story now. So get one bucket of popcorn and your soda, and come with me. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Well, without further ado, let's get started. In the 7th universe. Currently in the 7th universe, more precisely on the planet Namek, it was possible to see Goku, Vegeta, Whis, and Beerus appearing a few kilometers from the village that belonged to one of the elders of the Namekians. They had appeared in that village because Bulma had asked Shenron to send the Saiyans and those who were with him to the place where Yamoshi should be living. But as Shenron couldn't send everyone directly to the place where Yamoshi was, the Saiyans with Whis and Beerus were sent to the place closest to where Yamoshi should be. Vegeta said, "So, Yamoshi was on planet Namek this whole time. Of all the planets in the 7th universe, this was the last planet I thought she would be on. Even more so on a planet that was already destroyed years ago. How long has it been since she came to live on this planet?" asked the Prince of the Saiyans as he looked around and saw that he was on a mountain with his Saiyan rival and his divine allies. Goku said, "I don't know, but I know that it hasn't been long since Yamoshi has lived in Namek. After all, this planet was destroyed in the past by Frieza, and if Yamoshi had been on the planet at that time, she should have stopped Frieza," Goku said, looking at sides and seeing the terrain of the planet, including a large crystal-clear lake. Beerus spoke. "Did Shenron bring us to the right planet? Because I still can't feel the energy coming from Yamoshi. So I think Shenron just sent us to the wrong planet. Because I'm not surprised that the Dragon God has proven useless once again." Beerus spoke while looking around and sighed as he thought that the Dragon God of Desires of planet Earth was being useless once again. Vegeta said, "Now that you said that, Beerus, I'm not feeling any powerful ki around either. In fact, I am, but not to the point of being a goddess," Vegeta said when he opened his eyes, because he had closed them to feel the ki of all the beings around, and no one had the considerable power to be the goddess Yamoshi. Goku said, "Now that you said it, I can feel several ki energies nearby, but none of them have a power great enough to be Yamoshi's, since she's the first Saiyan to become a goddess. But still, the power of the Namekians who live close by are not short. I don't know how they became so strong, but the Namekians near here have a very high power by normal standards." Goku said, a little surprised to feel the fighting power of the Namekians who lived near the place, and there were some who had a power quite high by the standards of the breed. Whis said, I would say that Yamoshi must have been responsible for making the Namekians more powerful, an alias Mr. Beerus. Miss Yamoshi is indeed on this planet, and Shenron did his job perfectly this time," said the angel while looking at Beerus, who just turned his face. After all, Beerus didn't like to be retorted by anyone. Beerus said, "If she's on this planet, why am I, who am a god of destruction, not able to feel her power?" asked the god of destruction while looking at his angel, who then hit his staff on the ground, causing a kind of hologram to appear, and it showed a kind of invisible dome surrounding the planet, and there were thousands of invisible layers, which prevented one from feeling the energy of Yamoshi. Whis spoke. "As you can see, around the planet there are several layers of an energy that prevents other beings from feeling the power of a certain being, and the more power someone has, the more layers are needed to hide their power. And how can you see yourself? There are thousands of layers of energy around the planet, and the main layer comes from that village, a few kilometers from here. So I would say that Yamoshi must be there. And not only that, but none of you could feel the power of the Namekians. And by the way, this is not their full power. And I should say that there are warriors in this village that could even take on Mr. Goku and Vegeta one-on-one. The Namekians would not win if you two fought seriously, but that they would be difficult to defeat, this is an undeniable fact," said the angel while looking at everyone who was in that place, and they ended up being surprised to learn that there were Namekians who could even get them worked. That showed just what Yamoshi was doing, and it was working. Goku said, "So Yamoshi really is on this planet? So let's go get her. I want to know how strong she is, and maybe she and I can face each other," said the Saiyan, excited about the possibility of facing someone so strong. Something that made everyone sigh because they knew Goku's personality very well, and that he would do everything to face Yamoshi and Vegeta, even not showing that he was also wanting to face her. After all, it's not every day you have a chance to face an ancient goddess of your race. Beerus said, "So, let's go. I want to see up close who is the one who will be able to become a divinity in the past, and who even after so many years is still alive." Vegeta said as he walked towards the Namekian village, and seeing that the rest of the group began to follow the Saiyan. Goku was quite excited about his possible confrontation with Yamoshi and Vegeta as well, but unlike his rival, he was containing his excitement. Goku and his group were being led by Whis, who ended up in front of the group. After all, he was the only one who could feel Yamoshi's power, and that's why he was leading the group. Upon entering the village where Yamoshi lived, everyone felt that the energy of those warriors, which was high before, became even greater, as if they had been transformed. In reality, all Namekians already had that power, but now Goku, Vegeta, and Beerus could feel the power of those warriors, and for the first time, everyone felt for a brief moment the power of Yamoshi. And that made Goku and Vegeta widen their eyes, because that woman's power level was much higher than they expected, and that should be her base form. Goku said, "That's her power? That's as big as mine and Vegeta's. But the two of us only have that level of power when we're transformed into Super Saiyan 2. Thought the Saiyan, impressed with the power of the most powerful woman of his race, probably more powerful than him and his rival. Vegeta thought, "So that power level of the Saiyan goddess, she really is someone who deserves such a title, and her power shows that Yamoshi is not to be underestimated. I'm looking forward to meeting her," thought the Prince of Saiyans as he looked in the direction and felt Yamoshi's power. Beerus thought, "Yamoshi has an interesting power level, but I still don't feel her divine power. So she must be in her base form, and that means Yamoshi is even stronger since she is not in her divine form. Is it the Yamoshi I dreamt of in the past? I'll finally meet the Saiyan goddess who can defeat me," thought the god of destruction while remembering the past when he met Goku and Vegeta. Beerus was after the Super Saiyan god, but he didn't find him at the time. But now maybe he can find him. After walking for a few more seconds, everyone was stopped by two Namekians who started asking them questions. Suddenly, everyone's attention was drawn to a house that should belong to Yamoshi, but the small group was surprised when a part of the house exploded. A Namekian with black skin went flying and knocking down some things in the process. And with that, everyone returned to pay attention to the house, and in the smoke formed by the attack, a woman with long white hair wearing a Saiyan combat suit identical to Vegeta's came out of the smoke. And as if by magic, she disappeared and reappeared in front of the black Namekian, who tried to shoot a spear of ki towards some people, but Yamoshi ended up holding his arm and pointed it upwards, making the spear of ki rise to the sky and explode. And before the Namekian could speak or try to do something, Yamoshi landed a punch on him that sent him flying out, fainting in the process. Yamoshi said, "There are men who really don't know how to take a no. Get him out of here, please. Let the elder know that I didn't accept the black Namekian's marriage proposal. Actually, I want him to bring the elder to my house. After all, we have a special guest today, and make it quick. We can't leave the god of destruction waiting." Yamoshi spoke as she turned around and appeared in front of Beerus, holding his chin. Yamoshi surprised Beerus with her speed. With this, we will end today's video. If you want to see the continuation of this incredible story, leave a lot of likes in the video and comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you another day, guys.